So I guess if you can talk about what you're sharing today, kind of what you just...
Okay, what we're here about today is to tell you about the 6 federal arrest warrants that we served last week, along with 4 federal search warrants in conjunction with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, Drug Enforcement Administration, Department of Public Safety and Narcotics, and Tyler Police Department, along with our Smith County Sheriff's Office Narcotics Unit. And what that was a culmination of about a year-long investigation that came about because of an arrest we made back in July of 2013 of a Smith County deputy who was selling methamphetamine and crack cocaine in a marked Smith County Patrol unit. Well, obviously, and as you will see from this affidavit I'm providing you, criminal complaint affidavit, is that deputy, obviously, former deputy, obviously cooperated, and due to our pooling our resources and our information and everything together, along with starting with the Smith County Sheriff's Office Narcotics Unit and the FBI, and then again later incorporating in the Drug Enforcement Administration, DPS, and other entities, as well as Tyler Police Department, were able to conduct that investigation and go one rung higher on the ladder as far as the distribution of illicit drugs in Smith County. And they are also responsible not only just in Smith County but other counties as well. And I believe you'll find in the affidavit here that it does have some cartel ties, some things that will happen to you if you cross the cartel or listed in here because it was part of this investigation. But basically, what the deputy was what I would refer to as a street level narcotics trafficker. And due to his cooperation, we're able to take that a step higher and do this investigation, which took a long time. You can see just from the 67-page affidavit here, there's a lot of information here. That by no means is all of the paperwork we have on this. That is just extracted out of reams and reams and reams of documents of surveillances and drug deals and arrests in the past. So this is a criminal conspiracy case that we chose to prosecute federally. And like I say, using the FBI, our counterpart with the FBI, pooling information and resources with them is what made this happen. The higher you go up a chain or the food chain of distribution of illicit drugs, the longer it's going to take. You have people, the higher you get, the more that someone's not going to want to cooperate. So a lot of times we have to use means such as using historical conspiracy means, as well as real-time drug investigation where things are happening right now, where we may try to generate information by using a cooperating individual to purchase methamphetamine or something for us. We use that that's an overt act. And then like I say, we use historical things we may have made, and you'll see several traffic stops we made here where we've been able to interdict the drugs that we've been able to tie back to these individuals. So all of that put together is what takes so long. And you just have to be patient in doing that. And the higher you go on the drug chain, the more patient you have to be. But in a case like this, it started with one deputy that was dealing drugs. And this is what it ended up being by being able to recognize what the potential of that investigation could bring you to. And you have to be patient, but it's very rewarding when you're able to do that and make it come to this kind of conclusion. But by no means, there's other people above these. So hopefully we get further cooperation and maybe be able to, if it's nothing more than just identifying people that are involved, we can then start researching records where they may have been arrested and tie these together for a conspiracy subsequent to this one.
You mentioned the deputy former deputy was a street level dealer essentially. Mm-hmm. So the 6 others that were arrested, what was their level?
They're much larger suppliers. They're traffickers and suppliers of the street level dealers. They're the next rung on the ladder. Multi-ounce and probably pound and kilogram quantity distributors.
But they were based here in Smith County?
Yes. Okay. All of these arrests from last week and these search warrants as well, the 4 search warrants and all 6 arrests were made here in Smith County, in the city of Tyler and out in the unincorporated part of the county. The racetrack that we seized federally is out off County Road 3104, which is in the northeast part of the county off of FM 1252. And then farther down 3104, they're in the process of seizing residents there as well that was involved in the illegal racetrack as well as the illicit drug distribution.
What is this, horse racing or?
Yeah, illegal horse racing, yes.
From your perspective, what kind of effect will this have on kind of the drug?
Well, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is only, it's going to clear up all the methamphetamine in Smith County. It's not, but it is going to take care of a big part of it. And what we have to be ready for is somebody to move in and take their place. And I believe you'll see from the affidavit here that there are cartel ties, and that's exactly what will be happening. Somebody will be moved in to pick up where they left off. And we just have to be vigilant and again, keep working together with our state, local, and federal counterparts to make sure that we're ready to go to the next level. The next step in this one is they have been indicted federally. They are awaiting trial, and again, we hope there's some cooperation to a certain extent. We won't know that at this point, and quite obviously, you won't know it until maybe a year from now when we're able to do the same thing again. But that's our intent, is to keep it going and to try to make a difference.
Can you talk about what the cooperation looked like from your former deputy? I mean, is that just that person sharing?
Well, it's all spelled out here in the affidavit. Okay. Obviously, he told us about the horse racing track, the betting, the drugs, and everything of that nature, and also of his dealings and his suppliers of methamphetamine, mostly from this group. He told us about all that, which enabled us to be able to go and collect, again, the historical information, which is very useful in a conspiracy investigation. And that's what kind of got the ball moving. And then once you get to certain points, you can see then you start reaching out to your resources with DEA and DPS, and you say, oh, well, we know those crooks there, so they have paperwork on it. So you pool all that together and extract information like in this 67-page document here that allows us to go forward with prosecution on it.